In this video, I'll show how the integration between DecisionVault and Woodpecker works. So, which you can use to generate documents using Woodpecker's document automation capabilities. So Woodpecker here, as you can see, I have a Word document. I have the Woodpecker add-in open, and there, using that, I can create fields and then use those in the documents to build up this document. In this case, this is a very bare bones like document that your client might give to their kid's school to show the list of short-term guardians to call in case something happened to the client, right? So here I have the parents, the children, and then the short-term guardians. So pretty straightforward. So you can build up this template and put in whatever other words you might want to put in, and then save it to your cloud collection saved inside of the Woodpecker cloud backend, which then makes it possible for DecisionVault, when you have a matter like this, you can use that info to push information over into your Woodpecker template to generate a document. So I can select my document from here, my example instructions. I can pull those fields. Now, the first time when you fill this in, you have a little bit of clicking to do and selecting like which data point goes into which fields, right? You have the following choices. Either it's a specific person, and then you can select what information from that specific person goes in. That's mostly the clients. I think we may have to extend that also to children to kind of automate this some more. You can pick contacts, so you can pick one of the contacts on the questionnaire, and then you have their data points available. You can have a role, so we're going to use that in a moment. So guardian, short-term guardian 1, for instance, 2, 3, 4, and then pick what data point you might want, and that will get filled into Woodpecker. Or you have a question and answer. So in this case, any of the questions and answers from your questionnaire, the ones for which it makes sense, will allow to map to, so you can get the information that was captured on the question as the answer over into Woodpecker. That includes anything you might do with questions on your design sheet. So if you're using the design sheet to capture the attorney-only design sheet to capture information during your design meetings, that can go into Woodpecker as well. So I'll just map this up for a moment, and then we can render push the information over and render the template. Okay, as you can see, I had already used this template, so that's why it already knew, the DecisionVault had already captured and stored that in this short-term guardian 1 city field, I want to capture from the role, the short-term guardian 1, the field city, right? So this means that, and I'll show that in a second, when you change how you assign roles, all of this automatically updates. So we now have all the fields mapped, and I can process a template, which pushes the information over into Woodpecker. And then in a second, it'll give me a link, which downloads this file. And in there, it will have the document that was just created. So here we can see the names and the phone numbers got folded in. The children got folded in. I still left my placeholder for the fourth child empty. And then I have my short-term guardians, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, as I said, those guardians are assigned on this roles tab. So right now it's Carmen, Kristen, Wade, Frank. So if we move it around and have the sisters at the bottom, so first Wade, Frank, Kristen, this now gets used as we open Woodpecker and again pull that one template. Then it has remembered that there's a contact, child 1. It cannot remember who the contact is because, of course, like these people will be different on every different matter, but it does remember that we selected the date of birth previously. So we would have to pick those contacts. All of it, all the other information here is filled in, including the right people into those roles, because DecisionVault just saves that this is short-term guardian 1 city. So now that the short-term guardians have changed, it automatically updates Wade, Frank, Kristen, Carmen, and all this info is already here. So I can just open up this, select some of those contacts, and then process the template and be on my way. So that's how the integration works with Woodpecker. Thank you.